What's up, Mixed Nutters? It's your boy Marcus here, back in the building, and today we covering the Thanksgiving rules you must follow. Alright, so Thanksgiving's coming up. It's a time for family and friends. And the first thing you need to do, honestly, is prepare yourself. Preparing yourself is key. You might want to do some yoga. Make sure you drink plenty of fluids. And, of course, drink a little bit of alcohol and head on over. Alright, so this first part, this is many parts of Rule 1. But the first part you want to make sure you do is don't show up on time. Dinner never starts on time, alright? Don't be too late. You don't want to be disrespectful, but you got to remember, it's going to be at least 40 minutes late most of the time, alright? The food ain't going to necessarily be ready, and you're going to smell that and get immediately hungry. So, don't show up on time, alright? And when you do show up to the house, make sure you park the best place you can park where you're least likely to get blocked in. We're going to cover that later, but you'll see what I'm saying. Alright? Do not get blocked in with your car. You do not want to do that. You're going over somebody else's house and they say you can bring a guest. Bring like a guest. Alright? If you know it's going to be you and your wife or your girlfriend and her 5 kids, don't come empty-handed. That is something I cannot stress enough. You better not show up to nobody's house empty-handed and you done bought 7 MFs over to eat. Alright? Bring something. I don't care what it is. Bring something. Here's the part that's especially exhausting about family function is when you show up to the house, whoever house it is, when you come in the house, it's like you running for office. You gotta say what's up to everybody. There's a lot of smiling, shaking hands, hugging. Gotta do the whole gambit. And if the whole family's there, we talking about a lot of people, alright? This is a lot of people you gotta say what's up to. And this is even before you get settled in, alright? You barely taking your jacket off before you get all this. And another thing too, with your jacket, if you can do it, depends on how cold it is where you from. Leave your jacket in the car. You know where they put jackets at? The jacket room. That's that bedroom ain't nobody using, so they just throw all the jackets on the bed. When it's time to go, you're going to be trying to get the hell out of there, and you got to search through all them coats. Or they got that closet where the slightest breeze knock over like 30 jackets, and now you got to try to pick them up and pick your jacket up, and it's a mess, all right? And remember, this is after the food coma, so you're going to be like totally out of energy. Scratch that. Don't do that. Leave your jacket in the car. All right, so now once you're inside, you got some time to chill out. And it's probably going to be, like I said, about 40 minutes late, at least, before dinner actually starts. Keep in mind, you definitely want to eat a little something before you go to Thanksgiving. Don't try to hold out and be like, I'm not going to eat nothing until it's time to have dinner. Don't do that. You know why? Because grace is going to take a while, all right? And if you that family member that used to be on drugs and now you off, don't start testifying during the grace. It's already going to be long. All right, 2020 hard enough without you telling everybody how getting off crack changed your life. We know that. All right, so just let it go. Let's get down to food. Now we all know we all got an auntie or an uncle that's a terrible cook. If the food bad, don't say nothing. That's all I'm saying. When you make your plate, if 2 plates can't support the amount of food you got too much food. Also, whatever you put on your plate, clear it. I don't care what you need to do, if it's just a couple chews and swallow, but don't get no food that you ain't gonna eat. And don't let none of your older aunties or uncles see you throwing away some food. Alright, I don't care how grown you think you are, you about to get in trouble if you throwing away food on Thanksgiving. Dinner, people gonna be doing a lot of things. Typically, people talk, and then, there may be a movie that comes up, people may put on a movie or whatever, but there's gonna be a lot of different events going on, depending on the age. And if you one of the family members that go for the walk, aka go outside and smoke weed and come back, bring some clear eyes. Drop a couple of drops in the eyes. The babies don't need to see you all red-eyed and giggly, coming back, smelling weird. You know what I mean? We all know what you're doing. It's almost a guarantee that one of your cousins that think they got a special kid is gonna have them perform some weird song, dance, or play an instrument terribly. At this point, you wanna have your face fixed, or you wanna even practice the impressed and good job face. This is it right here. 1, 2, 3. You wanna have that prepared, because it's gonna be terrible, and you're gonna hate it. But luckily, all the food you ate is gonna have you somewhat slipping into a coma. This is when you need to go ahead and get that coffee in you. Not too much coffee, maybe even an energy drink, but not too much coffee, because coffee will give you the poops and you just had Thanksgiving dinner. So that's already gonna be not an issue. So you definitely want to be careful with that, but you want to give yourself a little energy boost, because the more tired you get, the less patience you probably gonna have. And it's already gonna be a long ride home. And being food drunk is way worse than being actually drunk while you're driving. So make sure you get your energy back up before you think about leaving. And the reason why we get tired after we eat so much food, scientists call it the itis. If you don't know about the itis, it's plagued humanity since humanity began. So drink some coffee, drink an energy drink, get a full 5-hour energy drink, something, because you're going to need it to get yourself back home if you drove, for sure. Make sure you don't bring up a couple of different topics, all right? Don't bring up politics, don't bring up religion, and don't get into detail about past relationships, all right? And if you got a spouse there, you got a girlfriend there, y'all need to make a pact that y'all gonna both be on y'all best behavior, meaning no arguments, no spats, no going outside and whispering loudly. We all know you arguing, so don't do that. Squash it for a day, let the family enjoy themselves without them being worried about what you doing and why you crying and all this kind of stuff. Don't do that. It sucks. And when you're getting ready to leave, when you ask the homeowner or whoever threw Thanksgiving if you could take a plate, don't make plates for the next 2 weeks like it's a food charity drive. Make yourself a plate, a decent sized plate, and bounce. Don't be greedy. Don't go grocery shopping in there. You know what I mean? It's not a food drive. Limited food, out. Alright? And when you get this food, if you make your plate early and you put it off to the side, make sure you grab the right plate, because ain't nothing worse than thinking, oh, I made this beautiful, delicious plate, and you get home and it's like the plate with the leftover cranberry sauce on it. Sucks to be you, so don't do that. Check. And y'all, I cannot stress this enough right here. This next thing, this is about when you get ready to leave. You want to start leaving 30 minutes to 40 minutes before you actually want to leave. There are many different variables. Earlier we talked about parking so you don't get blocked in. You definitely gonna get blocked in. I'm just telling you right off the bat, all right? And then when you say, hey, can you move your car? Your lazy ass auntie is gonna throw you the car keys like, here you go. She ain't gonna get up and move it. Now you gotta be, acting like a valet, juggling cars. But you wanna definitely start leaving 30 to 40 minutes before you actually wanna leave. Because you gotta say goodbye to all these different people, all right? All these family members. You gotta say, okay, see you again, hug, kiss, okay, let me get, wait, let's take a picture real quick. You know how long this shit gonna take? It's gonna take you a good long while. And I mean, this could go on. This is already gonna extend that. So as soon as you initiate it, you mark the point where all the rest of the stuff for the night is gonna happen. Because eventually it's gonna be a family picture that need to be taken, but nobody's gonna be in a rush to do it until somebody say they about to leave, and that's gonna be you. So you might as well go ahead and do it and get that process started, because it's about a 40-minute process to leave a family function. No matter how long you stayed at the family function, they always gonna say, you leaving already? You leaving already? You're like, I've been here for 4 hours. Yeah. All right, I'm in a food coma. I gotta get home. You know what I'm saying? I drove a long way. So make sure you do that. When you get ready to leave, if you did the first thing I told you to do, leave your coat in the car, you will be happy. That coat may be a little chilly because it's been sitting out in a cold car, but you ain't got to try to go through the closet and go through all these booby trap hangers where the coats keep falling the fuck off. And the next thing you know, you like, damn, I can't even find my coat. I found my coat. Now I put my coat on. Now I gotta put all my family's coats back up on the hanger. I can't just leave a bunch of coats on the floor. And his purse is falling off and shit. I mean, you know, it's too much is what it is. It is too much. And you're just trying to enjoy the holidays. Now, don't get me wrong, I love Thanksgiving and I love my family, but it can be exhausting to be at a family event, and you know this, son, and you know this. Alright, Mixed Nutters, that's it for me today. I'm about to make like a baby and head out. If you want to support the channel, go to buymeacoffee.com/mixnuts. We got new videos coming every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And until next time,